Well, we've just been speaking with Bonds Billings in the live lounge. Bonds very much a fun racer and a club racer, if you will. We're now talking to a world title holder, Ferenc Kanksar, a Rotax world champion. And let's start with that, Ferenc. And can I say, at the time you won that title, presumably that was the pinnacle of your racing achievements in karting. And has that been something you've been conscious of all of this year when you've been racing?
Oh well, I don't really feel that that was the peak of my career. Since that, I felt much more happy after winning the European Championship. Before that, like 2 months. But yeah, it felt really good to just take that title as well last year, and it was a really fantastic year with everybody's help. But yeah, it actually affected this year a lot. Because everybody was like, oh, this guy has something in the pocket before he knows what he's doing, but the results don't really show this year.
Well, I know that you've worked right from the bottom in effect to climb up, and you make a very good point which I have written about many years. The European title, the Rotax Euro Challenge, has strength in depth more than the World Challenge, doesn't it?
Yeah, last year especially, all the factories here and many good drivers in the DD2 class, because it's a shifter, and they took our CIK or the shifter drivers. But yeah, we could secure the first place after a really hard year without even a final victory. So yeah.
I was aware of your progress because I was the series commentator at the time you first came into the Rotax Euro Challenge, and you immediately made an impact and you were getting better and better. We saw your improvement, and then you had a sort of little flat time, didn't you? A season and a little bit when things weren't going quite so right. What was happening there, and did that get your spirits down?
Oh well, my spirit is never going down. If it's about racing, I just push as much as I can, 1000% what I can give from myself. But sometimes it's way not enough. Sometimes it's enough, luckily. But yeah, this season that you was talking about, that it was a little flat about
3-4 years back.
Yeah, like 3-4 years back. It was a little bit financially a problem to support my year, but then everything got correct and we could keep going, and the results just got better and better.
Now here at Adria, obviously on the microphone I'm promoting you as one of our top drivers, which you most certainly are, and the title is there, nobody can deny it. But you've struggled a little bit here so far, haven't you? You're doing some testing, not quite got the final setup right?
Well, you hit it correctly. Well, the car I'm driving this weekend is not the usual one, what we used to race in the European Championship this year. What was quite good, actually, we took the lowest step from the podium at the end of the season, so that was quite good with the team in the first year, without any experience with them, because when I used to race with them, the stuff was completely different. Yeah. So there's completely new people, a completely new challenge, exactly, from the last year. But yeah, this time we're on a complete test chassis, what we just released or trying to release, and well, it's not going really well now, but it's gonna be much better for tomorrow. I can promise that for you.
And just looking forward to another week and a half or so for the defence of your Rotax title. Of course, that is different again because you ballot for a kart. It's a kart you've never sat in before, a new one. How much of a challenge is it to you as a driver to go to a completely new kart and start from scratch?
Well, for myself, I don't really think that kart and another kart has much difference between each other. I just try to drive as good as I can, and we see what the result comes up.
Well, I guess that puts me in my place saying that because, hey, if you're a racer, you're going to race wherever, aren't you? Just looking forward, both to next year and beyond, where would you like your motorsport career to develop from this particular level? Where would you like to step up to next?
Well, this is a really good question, because I would say that I have a 3 or 4 ways to go, but if I choose not only one, then I cannot do it professional enough, I think. So it's a big question still for myself.
Back in your home country, is motorsport still well to the fore in the press, for example, when you win the Rotax world title? Were the press or the local press aware that you were a champion?
Well, there was some people who's in love with motorsport who tried to push this news really high, but this time it didn't really achieve anything or any sponsorment. Or many people say that it was really nice and really good, but nothing really resulted out, because this time the national football team got qualified from the group, so everybody was just focusing this one and they didn't care about any other sport.
Do you know, that is not just in your country, it's in every country. I live in England where the soccer team is awful, but still all of the media build-up is the soccer team, the soccer team. And then when the soccer team have disappeared because they're not good enough, then people look elsewhere. But I guess it's a world situation. Finally, thank you ever so much for taking time out to come into our live lounge. And although I have to be neutral, I am going to say good luck to you here this weekend, and good luck in the defence of your title next week.
Well, thanks a lot, Ken, and have a nice weekend to commentate, and I hope I can take your voice away with nice overtakes at the end.
Oh yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? If I can say, hey, I told you so, I knew he was going to come forward. Well done, Ferenc. Ferenc Kanksyar, ladies and gentlemen, the Rotax world #1, defending his title here in Italy in the next 10 to 14 days. But before that, racing with us here on track in Adria. And Nina is a professional where media is concerned. She's very good.
Yeah, if somebody asks you like that, you say, that if Mr. Ram says, stand technical control, if they've made a report on it, then they look into it, but if they Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
It's working now, but it seemed to be picking up conversation from when you were in the office, I thought.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Hello?
Akis, do you have your rain cover for the camera?
No, I have my jacket on it.
Where was the rain covers? Not in tripod bags?
No, they are not in the tripod cases. Probably in the truck.
I don't know, I tried to find them.
I have covered my camera with my jacket.
For me, I have plastic bags.
Ναι, ακούμε, ακούω εγώ. Δημήτρης του Άκης, Άκης του Δημήτρης.
Τώρα μπαίνουν στο υπόσταγο από ό,τι βλέπει και τρέχουν σε 12 λεπτά τρέχουν.
Έτσι θα χρειαστείτε τώρα τα διάβροχα για τις κάμερες ή να σας τα φέρουμε μετά, γιατί τώρα δεν προλαβαίνω να σας τα φέρω και στους δύο.
Τώρα δεν θα βρέξει ακόμα, κατά τις 3.
Οκ, οπότε μετά το διάλειμμα,
Ναι, και εγώ προσωρινά ακόμα και αν βρέξει τώρα έχω βρει λύση με το πανοφόρι το δικό μου.